Okay, so I did bogey that hole 11. Again, I see it more like a par 4 for me. I've gotten 3s in it before, but 4 is okay. 1 over on the round so far. Now I get to another one of these. There's actually 3 or 4 kind of similar shots to this. This is a beautiful hole. I don't know what the distance is exactly. I'd say maybe about 220, 230, somewhere in that range. I think it's 230 from what I remember from Disc Golf Course Review. It's just one of these. It's dead straight with a tiny bit of right finish. The fairway is slightly off to the left. I'd like to throw a mid-range on this. I think the putter just can't quite get there on this because it doesn't have that downward slope or that ceiling. You can kind of let it glide. I'll just throw a mid-range straight at it. And I threw a great shot in this. And it just happened to hit one of the late trees that really prevented it from being parked. I was a little disappointed in that. But, yeah. Actually, after I threw my shot, I threw a putter just to be curious to see if the putter would work, and it just didn't have the distance. It's just hard, if you don't have a ceiling or you don't have to work with, you can throw it up in the air, or it's not a downhill shot or something real short. Putters are hard to get a lot of distance on, in my experience. So you can see this is my second shot, my putter. Still a good shot. Didn't quite get there now. I'll show you where my mid-range wound up. And unfortunately, my mid-range was sailing right to the basket, and it just hit this little tree right here. I mean, it just missed from going basically right to the basket. Kicked off this tree here. Disappointed. It was a beautiful throw. I mean, I'm going to be able to easily pitch up for a par, but I really wanted a birdie on this hole. Again, it's just a beautiful hole. You can see back here, behind the basket, there's a little lake. I mean, it doesn't really come into play. I mean, the odds of you throwing it past this and going all the way into that lake are low, but it just sets up for a beautiful backdrop to this basket. You can just see how pretty this is here. The stormwater pond in the back. It's just even though it's a short little shot, it is a beautiful hole. The aesthetics of it are just so pleasing. Really a nice hole to throw. I love throwing these straight mid-range shots. A little unlucky there. I take the 3, move on to the next hole.